I are Clip-On.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Settlers Saturday, episode 24. If you remember last episode, we were trying to wipe this guy out and kinda ran out of time. So we're going to start by, first thing we're going to do is just trash this guy, and then we're going to move on to the next level. So let's trash this guy as quickly as we can. Where are all these towers? Oh, there's a few down here. We'll send a little army down there. Now look at this, our troops are completely scattered. We've got archers everywhere which are completely useless at this point in the game. Oh, we've got some reinforcements coming in here as well, okay. Let's just have a look at the production here. How many weaponsmiths do we have? 5? Yeah, that'll do. We don't need to work on any of this, to be honest. We're producing troops so fast. Look at that. 80% fighting strength as well. Awesome. Let's send them in as well. There's got to be some towers up here, which there is. Okay. What happened to those gongs, by the way? We've got one here that's stuck. Any other gongs anywhere? Oh, we've got one here. Let's send them back up there. They'll probably take their sweet time. Anything else? Yeah, let's go in here. Send these troops in here. Got all these just lying around doing nothing. Yeah, someone in the comments as well said next episode your challenge is to do it entirely with spears. No bullshit with the bows or the swords, just entirely spears. And I was thinking, yeah, let's do it. Challenge accepted, let's do it. So in this level, once we've taken out this guy, whoever the next attacker is, we're just going to go purely spears. I don't know, maybe a little bit of bows for defensive purposes. But then after that, purely, or the vast majority should be spears. That sounds like a pretty cool idea, a little bit of a novelty. Let's do it. We'll send these human shields in. Look at this bloody area here, it's completely surrounded by this tar or whatever it is that the Asians use to make their alcohol. I'd put a big fat castle in there. I wouldn't waste it with rice farms. Stick a big castle in there. That's what I'd do. Right, how are we doing? We've got more than enough troops here. Okay. Let's send a few back out. We'll send a few up here, I guess. We'll take that tower. Oh, we've already taken that one. We'll take some more. How many have we got here? 2, 3, 4 towers there to take. There's one down here as well. We'll send these troops around there. We've got these as well. Nice one. Yeah, I was trying to squeeze it all in last episode, but it was just going to take a little bit too long, unfortunately. So we're doing it now, and then we'll see what they're offering. Who's going to challenge us next level? I can't think of what level we're on. Is this the 5th level? So next time we'll be level 6. And then if we beat level 6, maybe there's a cutscene? I can't think. Maybe I'll check online and see when the cutscenes actually are. That's probably the best way of doing it. And then I can know. Oh, look at that. I thought they'd all been wiped out there. No, we're okay. We're okay. Okay. Keep going, ladies. Send a few more up here again. Look at that. Bit of overkill there. We're definitely going to take that tower, so we'll spread out a little bit. Spread out a little bit more, maybe? Yeah. Go on. Yeah, I've got no idea who's going to come next. Who did we have last time? It was a three-way last time, wasn't it? It was the Asians, the Amazons, and no, it was the Asians, the Romans, and the Egyptians last time. And then obviously this level it's just the Asians. Who knows? Who knows who we're fighting next level? Maybe, I don't know. This is, if I guess, it's just going to be a complete random guess. The Romans? It's either got to be the Romans or the Egyptians if we're doing solo fights. Look at these stupid... Oh my god, these stupid gongs. Is this just purely bow women there? That kind of sucks. We've taken this bottom island. Awesome. We'll clear out up here as well. That'll be sick. How far in? We're already like 6-7 minutes in almost. That's why I wish I could have continued it last episode, but it was just taking a little bit too long. Let's wipe these guys out. We've just got one swordswoman there. Can she do it? We'll crush this tower and get another one. There we go. Okay. Where are they? Where are these towers? There's got to be one around here. Or did I crush it with the... Yeah, I probably crushed it with the gongs then. There we go. We'll take these out. Is that it then? Just these towers here. There was probably some here, it looks like, that I crushed with the gongs. So we've got just a few towers down there. Let's send them in. There's one spearwoman there. We'll send her in. Where did she come from? Maybe it was the weapons actually that we looted up here. I'm sure we destroyed some kind of barracks along the way. This is dead weird because normally the enemy don't crush their towers, so if you see an enemy area like this, especially the AI, well definitely the AI, they don't crush the towers, so if you see area like this it means there's a tower there, but obviously I crushed their towers with the gongs and it didn't take the base, which is confusing me a little bit. So we've just got this tower here. So even though there's this massive area of Asian land here, there's no towers. So we've got one tower up here and these ones down here. Let's send the entire army in. I guess we've got to take out this tower as well. And then we'll see what we've got next. Oh, we've got one tower here as well. I did send some troops in there, but they probably got wiped out. Oh god, these are just archers there. Okay. Nice one. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Anyway guys, while we're tidying up here, I'll mention this is episode 24, which is awesome. That means we've been doing Settlers Saturday for 24 weeks even. Almost consecutively. I did miss a few right at the start. So almost for 24 weeks in a row we've been doing this. So I was thinking, what's the kind of big milestone really? And I think 25 is a pretty cool milestone that we're going to reach next week, and then the week after that is 26, which sounds a little bit random, but that's actually 6 months of Settlers Saturday, which is awesome as well. So 25 and 26, quite big milestones there. So I was thinking, what shall we do to celebrate? What can we do? And I'm thinking, let's have a little competition. I kind of mentioned this last week maybe, got really excited about it. So we're going to have a little giveaway, a little raffle or some kind of giveaway. I'll figure out the details for next week. So definitely come back next week and check out the giveaway. Maybe, I mean, it's a small channel, isn't it? So if you're watching this, you're in the minority of people that watch Settlers 3 videos, especially 10 minutes into the video. So yeah, definitely check out next week, and maybe you'll win something. Maybe you'll win. I've got a couple copies of Settlers 3. I couldn't get my words out there. A couple copies of Settlers 3 to give away. Though if you're watching this video, you've probably already got a copy. So I'm also going to give away some Steam vouchers, I think. Nothing major. I mean, I'm completely broke, so just a few small Steam vouchers just to say thanks for watching and thanks for encouraging me to get this far. But I guess I'll go into more detail next week. I think maybe the competition will run for... I think I'll announce it next week, and then it'll run till maybe the episode 26, and somewhere around there I'll explain who's won. So yeah, let's just tidy up these towers, and then we'll move on to next level. That'll be pretty cool. Level 6. Which tower is going to go first? Probably this one. Yeah. So this, unless I've missed one, this is going to be the final tower. Awesome. Look at this mad army up here as well while we've been doing that. 71. 73 troops there, that's cool. Nothing we can do with them really, but that's cool. Is there any other towers? No. This is the last one. Let's watch this fall. Oh, this is taking a little bit longer than I wanted. That's why I didn't do it last episode. Never mind. Never mind. There we go, the final guy. You've won. I was worried then it didn't come up. But yeah, we've won. Okay, awesome. Nice one. We've won the game there. Look at this map. It's such a strange map. Such a strange shape. Can you remember the first map, the first level we did? It was kind of like the female, I want to say zodiac sign, the female sign or symbol or whatever. This is just a completely random one. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go on to the second level now.
Penthesilea had been slowed, but not stopped. Yet while she clashed with the Asians, the Romans and Egyptians settled on another island, taking advantage of the calm to put a stranglehold on any available resources. I knew Kinkura would not give in quietly. Until the men were broken and banished, her victory would not be complete. But for the first time, when the Amazons set to work, I really wondered how they were going to meet the challenge from my old friends.
Okay guys, this is it. I said it was going to be the Romans. It turns out it's actually the Romans and the Egyptians that, by the sound of it, in this scenario at least, they kind of got a little hold while I was fighting the Egyptians. They managed to settle on this island, which is, I mean, it's a little backstory to it. It's pretty cool. I think this is going to be quite difficult, guys. We've got to accumulate 30 soldiers. That on its own sounds pretty easy, but they've got to be the highest rank, fully promoted, with a fighting strength of 100%. I've also been set the challenge of getting of doing it all with spears, which I pretty stupidly accepted. So we're going to try and do that. Maybe a few archers to defend ourselves. Oops. And look at this, the situation here. There's hardly any iron or coal. Nothing will stop us from freeing this island. Okay. Basically here, if you look on the tips or tricks, it says you definitely do need iron and coal to make weapons. That's, as it says here, a matter of fact. But it does not imply you have to mine these resources yourself. So they're basically telling us to make some thieves and go and steal the resources, probably. That kind of makes sense. If you look on the map here, there are a few little land bridges that it's saying if we can capture and hold these, we might be able to defend ourselves quite well, which that sounds pretty good. Anything else? Yeah. So we don't actually have to destroy these guys. We've just got to get 30 soldiers fully promoted. So we've just got to defend ourselves completely. So maybe spears isn't the best way to do that. Defending ourselves. We'll see how it happens. Let's dive into it. Anything else on the tips and tricks? Your alchemist can help you getting gold for boosting your troops' morale. Yeah, okay. So even though the iron and coal supplies are limited, there might be, well, by the sounds of it, it means there's going to be sulfur and there's going to be gems, which we can use in the alchemist. So, yeah, let's do it, guys. Let's check it out. Okay, this is it. Let's get started. We've got an alchemist already. What else have we got? 5 towers there. Okay, let's start doing the usual. It's always nice. I like starting a new level. You gotta, do what you gotta do. Start off with all the basics. 2 woodcutters, a forester's, and a sawmill, of course. Now, sometimes they mess us about and don't give us the proper tools. It looks here like we've got quite a few tools. We've got like 3 scythes there. They obviously know that we're not going to be able to get iron quite easily, and they've given us a few tools there to work with. That's pretty nice of them. 6 axes there. Okay. How many pickaxes was this? 6? Okay. Let's drop some stone, what are they called? Stone cutters huts down. Maybe one here as well. And I'm going to reduce the amount of diggers here. Look at this. This land looks almost completely flat. We've got the enemy's base up here. That was the Egyptians, I think. Egyptians to the northeast. Yeah, northeast, and Romans to the southwest, I think it was. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to lower the amount of diggers here because this land is completely flat. Might make a difference if we raise the amount of carriers and builders there. Do we have any? Yeah, we've got some spare hammers as well, so we'll see how that makes an effect. See what that does. I don't normally mess around with this too much. Yeah, already there we've got 4 more builders. Oh no, we didn't have any builders whatsoever to start with, of course. So we've got 4 builders there, okay. And I need to build a residence as well, definitely. We've got enough materials, I think, for everything here. Yeah. Let's just put the basics on a high priority as well. This woodcutter's hut, definitely. Both of these woodcutting huts, that'll be fine. Sawmill and at least 1 stonecutter's hut. And then somewhere... It's not as flat as I thought. I thought this would be completely green, actually. It's just the slightest little bit hilly look. It's like a slightly yellowy green. There's a little patch of green there. So we'll stick this medium residence there and we'll possibly put it on a high priority. We kind of want to get it built as soon as possible. However, maybe wait for all the resource buildings to be built first. Though it looks like they got all the materials they need there. Okay. Let's whack it on a high priority then. Okay. Let's get a thief. I know it's a bit unconventional to just send a thief. We've got very valuable people here. It seems we haven't even built a first residence yet, but let's get a thief, kind of explore a little bit. Maybe I definitely want to check out where these land bridges are. I'm guessing one's here. Was one around here? So I'm not sure how much space we've got to deal with, guys. It kind of looked like we had a little area. It looked like the area was bigger than this on the map, but obviously once we got in game, it looks a little bit smaller. Okay, so we've got the basics up and done there. Let's go for another round of woodcutters' huts as well. Obviously the forester's hut as well. Because of course the Amazons need wood a little bit more. Obviously every race uses different I can't even talk, sorry guys. Every race uses materials differently to build their buildings. Something like that is what I was trying to say. And the Amazons of course use more wood, so we definitely want to get that wood up and running. Medium residence. Is this a land bridge? That kind of looks like it was one. Possibly one here as well. This kind of sucks that... Guess Kind of sucks that they've encroached on our island a little bit there. Yeah. Never mind. And another land bridge here, yep. And then there was a massive area here, wasn't there? Though it looks like, I think, you see these rivers with a little bit of a beach either side of them. I don't think you can pass over them. Yeah, can you? Let's have a look, see what this woman does. Okay. So you're not supposed to, but you can cross over there. Obviously you can cross over at this bit as well. So we can defend quite easily, I think, but is doing it with spears going to be the best way? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it's a stupid way to do it. So we've ran out of wood by the looks of things. Of course, luckily we've got the sawmill up and running. Let's put a high priority on one of these woodcutters huts. We'll obviously have to keep an eye on the amount of trees we've got. Let's put a high priority on the forester's lodge as well. Probably for the best. And this poor stonecutter's hut here is being completely neglected. Okay. Oh, I'm being attacked. Yeah, that guy that guy would have just seen one of his settlers just standing there doing nothing, and it's so obviously a spy or a thief. Luckily we saved her, she's still alive. Let's try and explore just a little bit. Let's get some geologists as well. Oops, down here. Check out what we've got to deal with. Look at these tiny little scraps of mountain we've got surrounding the base. There's got to be something going on. 3 down here. Okay. I'm guessing it's mainly going to be just completely empty mountains, but there's got to be something. I guess there's got to be the sulfur as well in the gems somewhere. Maybe I'm wasting settlers here, making all these geologists. We'll see. We'll do one more as well. Check out what's up there. Okay. Any land bridges around here? Right, that's all built. Let's move on. I guess we've got to check out what we're doing there. While we're waiting, I'll build one more medium residence. Actually, possibly make that a lodge. Okay. Also, let's do two more woodcutters huts. So of course we had 2 axes there, so let's do that. 2 more woodcutters huts, forester's hut, and a sawmill there. Okay. Any other little patches of stone? Yeah, down here as well. I'll stick one of these here and we'll capture a bit of land. Speaking of capturing land, actually, that's something we definitely need to do. 18 there. Okay. Also, we've got some gems already. More gems. A little bit of sulfur. Gems. Tiniest little scrap of iron there. Look at that. The tiniest. At least it's there. A little bit of coal. Okay. So we already have an alchemist den there, which of course need the sulfur and the gems. I've got a feeling this is going to be a little bit of a hard level. Let's build a toolsmith right next to the alchemist den. And then kick back and wait, I guess. Kick back and relax. Wow. What are we gonna do? This is gonna get intense, guys. of course we need to promote the troops as well. Maybe we should start even thinking about that right now. With a beekeeper's hut. Yeah, we'll put that there. Not really a high priority, I'll leave that. So we definitely want to get some gem mines here and some sulfur mines. It would be nice if we found a little bit more sulfur. There's a little bit there, but it's quite patchy. See how these gems here are very condensed, close together. That's kind of what we want to stick a mine on. Around here for this sulfur, I'm not sure if it's worth it. I'm not quite sure what sulfur needs as well. Let's have a look in the food. Here we go, food distribution. So gem mines need fish, and sulfur mines, it looks like they only eat bread by the looks of it. Yeah, so I can only choose to give bread to sulfur mines there, and gem mines enjoy fish. Okay. Well, we can do fish quite easily for the time being. We've got 3 fishing rods, did I see? 3, okay. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I've never got this far on this campaign. I've probably never got this far on any Settlers 3 campaign. Yeah, so it's not like I've already done this and I'm just doing it again. Yeah, I've never done this. It'll be interesting to see what's on these mountains here. They're kind of outside of our safety zone there, but yeah, it'll be nice to see what's on them. Let's explore a little bit more. So if this guy does attack, he's attacking probably here or here. Okay. Which makes me a little bit nervous. Capture a little bit of land here, okay. Let's whack a gem mine on here. I gotta be cautious of making too many buildings. I always do this. I might leave it actually. Think about putting a gem mine on there, but I might as well wait actually, because by time, I mean I could put one down, but by the time it's even started to be built, I'd have already captured this land here where all these gems are. So I might as well leave it a bit, wait for these things to get built. See, we've got all these resources here that kind of, these need to be done first. Yeah, these all need to be done first, so we'll whack these on a high priority so these get some attention, and that as well. Anything else? Yeah, okay. Maybe capture a bit of land down here as well for this stonecutter's hut. Oh man, I'm being attacked already. Did I have a soldier? Oh no. Oh wow. Oh man, this is a little bit worrying. Let's take some troops out of these guard towers here. Defend your honor. Oh man, already getting wiped. Maybe I got a little bit too close. Maybe I was standing in his land and that's why he attacked me. Let's hope it was that. Then that makes me think I want to get troops as soon as possible. Definitely want this toolsmith built. Definitely want a weaponsmith built as well. That's incredibly worrying. Oh, that's really worrying that he's done that. Okay, just go and defend. See, the whole place is just stagnated a little bit now. Actually, it's stagnated here. I'm just going to be quiet, listen to this. Nothing there, but over here, it's a flurry of activity. So that's okay. That's okay. maybe like I said, I've built too many things at once, so I'm going to pause that. Beekeeper's hut, maybe not a massive priority right now. Stop capturing land here. We don't want to capture land here. We want to capture land inside this little safety net that we've got. Gems. Let's explore here, and let's explore a little bit more of the sulfur as well. Maybe thinking about a better guard tower, a castle right there. Maybe that's not a good option. See, there's a nice amount of sulfur here that we definitely want. Okay. Probably think about capturing that sulfur once this large residence is built. So we've got quite a few things to think about first. And I might put this on a high priority. We've got all the resource buildings finished here. There's actually another alchemist den here that I never even noticed. How many do we have? Oh, there's only 2. Okay, 2 alchemist dens. So we definitely want to start doing the gems as soon as possible, and that sulfur. Yeah, I've placed way too many buildings. I got a little bit too excited again. Never mind though, never mind, it should be okay. Should be okay. I think maybe this is a good point to leave it, guys. Oh wow, look at this. Okay, look at that. Okay, yeah, a good point to leave it. We're about half an hour in. It's hard to tell with the 2 jumps between the different levels, but it looks like it's about half an hour. So I'm going to call it there. And hopefully, it's always a little bit of slow progress. Hopefully next episode we'll pick up, make some troops as soon as possible to defend ourselves, because I'm really worried. Don't forget about that giveaway as well. I'll be mentioning that next week, and it'll just be a thing like you talk in the comments, and if you mention something in the comments, I'll enter you into like a raffle or something. Then I'll do it on screen, so you know I'm not cheating, kind of thing like that. Like I say, I'll go into details next week. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. It's a bit of a strange one, really. Thinking about it, it's just like wiping out a guy to start with, and then halfway through starting a level again. Hopefully it was entertaining for you guys. I'm waffling on a little bit, so I'll see you next week for another episode of Settlers Saturday.